ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधकेभ्यो साधुभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुनिः शौनकादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती स्वरूपिणी आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवता दर्शनानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृते विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म साधकानां भक्तानां स्थापकानां विघ्न निवारण शत्रु निर्मूलन समस्त शक्तीनां अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वशांति समैक्यता कल्याणता एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादश स्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। Yesterday 10th chapter up to 22 shlokas we studied, where Naradji cursed these two Nalakubara Manigruva, children of Kubera, Anuchara of Rudra. Now they are as the Yamala Arjuna. Yamala means Jodi. Yamala Arjuna trees in the place of Bhagawan Krishna's, that Gokula. Now Bhagavan will free them from that Shrapa. That is what is chanting. From verse 23. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagawat Mahapuranam Parayanam Dashamaskandaha Atha Dashamodhyayah. Shri Shuka Uvacha स एव मुक्त्वा देवर्षिः गतो नारायणाश्रमं नलकूबरमणिग्रीवौ आसतुर्यमलार्जुनौ ऋषेर्भागवतमुख्यस्य सत्यं कर्तुं वचो हरिः जगामशनकैस्तत्र यत्रास्तां यमलार्जुनौ देवर्षिर्मे प्रियतमः यदिमौ धनदात्मजौ तत्तथा साधयिष्यामि यद्गीतं तन्महात्मना इत्यन्तरेणार्जुनयोः कृष्णस्तु यमयोर्ययौ आत्मनिर्वेशमात्रेण तिर्यग्गतमलोखलं बालेन निष्कर्षयितान्वगुलूखलं दद दामोदरेण तरसोत्कलिताङ्घ्रिबन्धौ निष्पेततुः परमविक्रम तातिवेप स्कन्धप्रवालविटपौ कृतचण्डशब्दौ तत्र श्रिया परमया ककुभः स्फुरन्तौ सिद्धावुपेत्य कुजयोरिव जातवेदाः कृष्णं प्रणम्य शिरसा किल लोकनाथं बद्धाञ्जलिः विरजसा विदमूचतुः स्म कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिन् त्वमाद्यः पुरुषः परः व्यक्ताव्यक्तमिदं विश्वं रूपं ते ब्राह्मणा विदुः त्वमेकः सर्वभूतानां देहास्वात्मेन्द्रियेश्वरः त्वमेव कालो भगवान् विष्णुरव्यय ईश्वरः त्वं महान् प्रकृतिः सूक्ष्मा रजः सत्त्वतमो मयि त्वमेव पुरुषोऽध्यक्षः सर्वक्षेत्रविकारवितो गृह्यमाणैस्त्वमग्राह्यः विकारैः प्राकृतैर्गुणैः कोन्विहारहति विज्ञातुं प्राक्सिद्धं गुणसंवृतः तस्मै तुभ्यं भगवते वासुदेवाय वेधसे आत्मद्योतगुणच्छन्न महिम्ने ब्रह्मणे नमः यस्यावतारा ज्ञायन्ते शरीरेष्वशरीरिणः तैस्तैरतुल्यातिशयैः वीर्यैर्देहिष्वसङ्गतैः स भवान् सर्वलोकस्य भवाय विभवाय च अवतीर्णोऽंशभागेन साम्प्रतं पतिराशिषाम् नमः परमकल्याण नमः परममङ्गल वासुदेवाय शान्ताय यदूनां पतये नमः अनुजानीहि नौ भूमन् तवानुचर किङ्करौ दर्शनं नौ भगवतः ऋषेरासेदनुग्रहात् वाणीगुणानुकथने श्रवणौ कथायां हस्तौ च कर्मसु मनस्तव पादयोर्नः स्मृत्यां शिरस्तव निवास जगत्प्रणामे दृष्टिः सतां दर्शनेस्तु भवत्तनूनाम श्रीशुक उवाच इत्थं सङ्कीर्तितस्ताभ्यां भगवान् गोकुलेश्वरः धाम्ना च उलूखले बद्धः प्रसन्नाः गुह्यकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच ज्ञातं मया पुरैवैतत ऋषिणा करुणात्मना यच्छ्रीमदान्धयोर्वाग्भिः विभ्रंशोऽनुग्रहः कृतः साधूनां समचित्तानां सुतरां मत्कृतात्मनां दर्शनान्नो भवेत् बन्धः पुंसोक्ष्णोः सवितुर्यथा तद्गच्छतं मत्परमौ नलकूबरसाधनं सञ्जातो मयि भावो वाम् ईप्सितः परमो अभवः श्रीशुक उवाच इत्युक्तौ तु परिक्रम्य प्रणम्य च पुनः पुनः बद्धोलूखलमामन्त्र्य जग्मतुर्दिशमुत्तराम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे नारदशाप नलकूवरमणिग्रीवमुक्तिर्नाम दशमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Hari Om friends, in this most beautiful story, Narada gave Shrapa to them, they became trees. He blessed them that by Lord Krishna's Anugraha, you get Mukti. So they were staying there in the Vruksha Rupa, having daily Bhagavan's Darshanam. Bhagavan knows now, and his mother tied him to that Ulukala with that thread or rope. Now he wants to give Mukti to both of them. Not only to give Mukti to them, but then to make the words of this Maharshi Devarshi Narada true. That is what he writes. Very beautiful it is. What is it? He says, Taraham Matayor Madhya Varnya Srimadandayaho. No. He says, Rusher Bhagavata Mukhyasya Satyam Kartum Vachaha Harihi. Harihi Rushehe Bhagavata Mukhyasya Vachanam Satyam Kartum. Who is Rishi Bhagavata Mukhya here? Sri Naraj. That he said ki you Vasudevasya Sannidhyam Labdva Divya Sharat Shate. In the Sannidhya of Lord Krishna's place you will be there. 100 divine years you will spend there. Vruteswar Lokatam Bhuya Lapta Bhakti Bhavishyata. You will again with getting devotion which you are lacking because of which you misbehaved. Therefore you deserved the curse as blessings I am giving you. Then bhakti you will get and come back to this Urdhva Swarga Loka. So to make Rishi Naraji's words true, Bhagavan goes through those true trees. Yamala Arjuna, Arjuna is Vruksha. Yamala means twins. So they were so close, so they were like twins. So through them he went, but the Ulukala could not come. He just pulled, then those two trees broke and fell. A silent sound happened. The main sound will happen later on. It was in mute. Now the greatness is Sri Naradji's Shapa Rupa Anugraha, and always they were in the memory of Lord. Though they were in the Vruksha Rupaha, therefore every tree may be any of the Rishi doing tapasya. Don't trouble them unnecessarily. So, then staying near Lord Krishna's place, when Krishna pulled that mortar and the trees broken, they came out. First of all, they came out in the divine form, which is their natural. But after that, in the 12, 15 slokas, okay, from here, 29 onward, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 slokas, the way these two children of Kubera, names are Nala Kubera and Manigriva. The stuti done by them and the prarthana done by them is so ultimate. There is no greater prarthana than this and stuti of Lord. In doing the stuti, they exhaustively spoke about Sri Krishna's Parabrahma Swarupa, Sri Krishna's Ishvara Swarupa, and Sri Krishna's many avatars, including this, taken by him for the rakshana of the jivas, the bhaktas, the sadhakas. Everything what you study in Upanishads comes here in their words. See, they say, what is it? Tvamekaha sarvavasi, Krishna Krishna Mahayogin, Tvam Adhyaha Purushaha Paraha. You are the primordial. You are the Purusha. You are the beyond all this. Vyakta Vyakta Vidam Vishwam Rupam Te. The entire world of Vyakta, the manifest gross, Avyakta, the causal, all is your form only. Tvameva Ekaha Sarvabhutanam. Deha Swatma Indriya Ishvaraha. You are the of all beings. Deha you are, Indriya you are all. Your Jiva himself also you, Jiva also inside. Then the Ishvara, the Niyantrana Karta of all that Jiva's Gati, everything is you only. Then Tameva Kalaha, Vishnu, Avyaha, Ishvaraha, Tameva Bhagawan, Tvam Vahan Prakritihi, Sukshma, Rajaha Tamomayi, Tvameva Purushaha Adhyakshaha, Tvameva Sarvakshetra Vikaravitu. So these are all Upanishad says about Paramatma. Sahasranama also in this way through 1,000 names Bhagavan was praised by Sri Bhishmacharyaji. Then Gruhyamanai Swam Agrahyaha Vikaraihi Prakrutair Gunaihi. So you create Prakriti, from the Prakriti everything happens. They are all under your control. But none of them can catch you. Konu iha arhati vignatum praksiddham guna samvrutaha. That Paramatma who has manifested much before the guna vikara of the upadhis, can anyone through the upadhi discover God? No. They have to give up upadhi and merge with him. Nobody can discover. Therefore, Tasmai Tubhyam Nama Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase Atma Dyota Gunachanna Mahimne Brahmane Namaha. The one whose Parabrahma Mahima is covered by the Trigunatmika Maya to that Krishna and who is Parabrahma, my salutations. All these Brahma Tattva Vichara so beautifully they have done. Nalakubara Manigriva. So what they were doing as the trees was continuously contemplating on the Lord. Dekho, these are the three things in life. One is Nirantara Shastra Shravana. Second is following the life exactly told by Shastra Shravanam is about the Tattva Vishayas. Okay, second is living the life nobly in a dignified manner, again as said by the Guru. Then third is what? Nirantara in the Upasana we have to make. What all these things make us is, we are our antakarana now. They all make our antakarana divinized. The more the antakarana gets divinized, automatically, naturally, from that antakarana, the klishta or the worldly things automatically keep going away. If these three are not done, something thought to be done, therefore that antakarana, because of its own capacity of imagination or because of the data received from the world through senses, this antakarana of ours is only concerned, worried, thinking only about the worldliness. Such is called a samsari. But these three things, Guru Adeshanusaram Jivanam, Bhagavad Upasana, Nitya Nirantara Tattva Visheka Shravanam, Shastra Shravanam, they have to be done so much that our antakarna is filled with them. Then after, theoretically it is very clear that Parabrahman alone is reality. Second is Maya Shakti only created this Jiva Jagadeshwara. Third, I as a Jiva doing upasana of the Ishvara in the Jagat, whatever given to me, using that I have to discover my essential self, oneness with the Brahma. This Bhautika Jnanam will come to us slowly when all these three are done. To that extent, from being samsari, we start becoming sadhaka. The more this way we do sadhana, then Ishvara darshanam of your Ishtadeva comes, position of the Jagat and Jiva unambiguously is known. Understood? Jagat is for the Jivas to do sadhana, for Ishwaras to give chance for the Jivas to do sadhana, and Lord's Ishwaras play. These things enter so strong in in our mind that we'll be in that matured way only of thinking, not in the lower way of taking ourselves as upadhis, and to propitiate the upadhi, doing only kamya nishiddha karma in the world, that immature bachpana we cross. We live in this world as ordered by the Lord. We do exactly what He tells us. All that pakka clarity will be there. Along with that, working out on our own mukti through our own identity with Paramatma. And in that process, the sadhana is known. When the siddhi will come is not a point of worry or concern. Involving in sadhana only, sometimes the mukti comes. So, either mukta purusha or mukti seeking sadhaka, while being so, a student of the Shastras and a bhakta of the Jagat, Paramatma, then sevaka of the Jagat, himself a seeker of Paramatma, devotee of Paramatma, a order follower of the Guru. In that way, the life is so beautiful. This will happen only Nirantara Shastra Shravanam and Guru Upadesha Anusaram Jivanam. Then our upasana to the Ishvara, when we do, this type of personality comes to us. That is called as Manava, that is called as Sadhaka. If you read all Purana, Itihasa, Upanishads, what is taught by the Gurus or Avataras, what is achieved by the blessed or liberated people is this only. And if we don't do Shastra Savanam, don't do the Upasana, don't do what Guru says, this capacity will not come. We only take this world as real, ourselves as Deha Yukta Jiva, and we find our Sukha in this world only. It never comes so wonderfully or continuously. We go on getting disappointed and get adjusted in between. While doing so, whenever the mood is kharab, we even for the shortcut results commit some papa or sin which makes us go to the hell. Hell, the real hell, or while living only the hell. That is called a childish life, immature life of a human being, which is just equivalent to that of animals only. So this Nalakubara Manigriva, staying there in the form of tree, they were always in Darshana of Lord Krishna, Upasana of Lord Krishna, Manana Chintana of the Krishna Tattva. Because Naraji gave that blessings to them, you will not have that memory faded, that will be remembered. So after all, they are the Rudra Anuchara, they are the Kubera Santati. That's what the Klishta Pravaha Patita they are because of the curse. But still, Aklishta Vrittis were there. And they used that opportunity of being a tree to increase their Aklishta Vrittis, which inspired the Lord to bless them. And when Lord pulled that mortar through that, then they got that mukti from that, the Vruksha Yoni. And the beauty of it is what? Sakshat Tattva Jnanam they got. And avatar also they say, Yasya avatara jnayante sharireshu asharirinaha tai tai atulyadishayi viryair deishu asangatai. So many avatars you take without getting attached to those dehas in which you take avatara and mesmerizing the world, doing the good to the world. Therefore, Sabhavan Lokasya Sarvalokasya Bhavaya Vibhavaya Avatirnaha. See, Lokasya Bhavaya protection, Vibhavaya is prosperity. For this you have taken the avatara Amshabhagena Sampradam Ashisham Badihi. For the bhaktas, you are the Lord now. And see that great prayer they say, Namaha Parama Kalyana. See, Parama Kalyana. Namaha Parama Mangala. Parama Mangala. Then Vasudevaya Shantaya. You are Vasudeva Putra, Shanta Sarupa Brahma. You are Yadunam Badaye Namaha. Yadupati, hey Krishna, our salutations to you. That means what? Just like Krishna blessed Nalakur Manigriva, not being known by any of the Gokula Vasins there, in the same way, in this universe, on this earth, in all these lokas, in the Brahmandas, Bhagavan taking different avatars, going on blessing the Paripakva Bhaktas, Sadhakas, Yogis silently. Even at this moment, there is some yogi whose sadhana became Paripakva. Bhagavan is blessing him with mukti. Somewhere it's going on happening, not known to us. Like in which plant or tree, which bud or flower or fruit or vegetables coming, do we know? No. Does it mean that it is not happening? Happening. See, janmas are happening in the world. Mrityus are happening in the world continuously. In between, the jivas are growing in their deha adi. Some of them unknowingly, they are committing papa. Some of them knowingly doing punya. Some of them are Guru Kripa se, Shastra Sunteve, they are becoming sadhakas. Some are doing sadhana, some are intensely doing. And somehow become paripakva, blessed by Bhagavan. सृष्टि में निरंतर चल रहा है. In that pravaha, you and I also have come. We are individualities identified with the upadhis, living as jiva. Slowly we have to discover our identity in the Brahma Swarupa, detaching from upadhi tadatmya. Upadhis are not destroyed or killed. Upadhi are me. I am not Nirupadhika Brahma. This ignorance is replaced by I am the Nirupadhika Brahma, playing through Upadhi without getting identified with them. That sthiti we have to gain. Sadhana is for that. And in that level, in that angle, the more we study Shastra and become clear in our intellectual knowledge, that is better for us. But that knowledge we have to make practical much before the death comes to us to experience it. साधना करके वो अनुभूति पाना है कि मैं पंचकोश से बना हुआ देह अजीव नहीं हूं. Else our life is not fruitful. Whether we reach to that anubhuti, though is important, but are we trying for it consciously? Therefore, the essence of all the Vedanta Shastra Adhyanam is what? 24 hours we are in the mood of getting detached from the upadhis, getting detached from the Jiva Bhava, getting into our essential Atma Anubhava. Whether you are closed eyes meditating, whether opened eyes, Nirantara when these thoughts happen in us, in course of its maturity, if possible in this life, it will happen. If not, maybe in next 1 or 2 lives, that anubhuti of Amarmasmi comes. If you don't want that, then through upasanas you can go to even up to Brahmaloka, or you can become one with Hiranyagarbha. Even that if you don't want, in this world only, through punya and dharma, be happy. But other than that, doing papa and adharma, that will pull us down from human to animal, that will instigate countless pain to us. So these all things when become crystal clear, undoubtedly, then in that choosing the best when we follow, we are sadhakas. To give us that input only, this Nitya Nirantara Shastra Shravanam Adhyanam, as ordered by God and Guru, we are doing. So, we will pray to them. that their opportunity given to us, they gave us the opportunity to make ourselves pakka sadhakas, is fulfilled. We pray to them. We try from our side also. One question we can start asking, these knowledges which I'm listening, am I gaining that knowledge and becoming knowledgeable? And is that knowledge I am contemplating and making conviction? In me, the jignasa, the mumukshata, the desire to experience Tattva Brahma Atma, is it growing day by day? We have to now, you and I, after 3 years of study of Shastra, we have to focus more on that. बिकॉज इतने साल पढ़कर ऐसा विचार नहीं आए और उसी के अनुसार जीवन को बदला नहीं, हम मोल्ड नहीं की, then we have not only insulted Shastras and Guru and Satsanga, we have made a, what is a play of our own self also. हमने ऐसे ही किया कि कोई फायदा ही नहीं उसका. If we live life just like we were living earlier or like anyone who has not studied Shastra, फिर उसका क्या फायदा हुआ? This question's arrival is most important to you and me from now onwards. How much of the Shastram, Jnanam, is making me Jnani? How much I am meaning business in that? How much I am trying to do the things that there to actually experience the change or the growth in me? Am I experiencing that feeling that I am not the Deha? Not fully detached from the Deha and Aham Brahmasmi, वहाँ तक नहीं पहुँचा. But at least are we able to say that this Deha is not me? So many Dehas are come to me and they have gone. This is a part of them. It's given for sadhana. While doing sadhana, let me take care of it, protect it. More than that, be assured that any day it will go, let it go. I should not be worried. But as long as it is there, I must be concerned as to how best the use of it can be done. For doing dharma and getting exhausted vasanas, doing punya for the better life, more than this too, doing adhyatmika sadhana, little more to near to the self. If this has not come, then there is no difference between us who studied Shastra and others. अब तक तो हमको होना चाहिए, नहीं तो आज से जप करो, नाहं देहोस्मि नाहं जीवोस्मि अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. If we also, like anybody, are afraid of the death or attached to the deha or worried about its health, concerned is different. I'm not worried. You have to be concerned. I have to be careful all the time. But need not be worried. That detachment, have you got? That maturity, did we get? Much before with the deha, with every things and beings and objects and projects of the world. You have earned a lot of money, but it is not yours. If it is yours, it would go with you. It doesn't go. You may have established a lot of the firms and all. None of them are ours. You might have had a lot of friends, children, and all. They have us. उसमें से हमारा किसी से भी attachment नहीं होना. Have we mastered this? Then only the mastery with the deha. Then only inside living life only at the antakarana level, doing bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga. Through the bhakti and ashtanga, when the antakarana is beautified, purified, quieted, then through jnana yoga, the antakarana is dissolved in the experience of the self. Are we doing it? We have to grow. So this is how the Nalakubara Manigrivasa, the story has so much to convey to us, inspire us. And then Anujanihi now Bhuman Tavanusara Kinkarao. We are the Kinkara of your Anuchara. Your Anuchara is Rudra and Rudra's of him we are the Kinkaras. Then Darshanau now Bhagavata Rushehe Asi Anurad. We had your Darshana because of Anugrah of the Rishi Naradji. Now all the Bhagavatakars quote a famous shloka of prayer to Narayana, asking to bless, to be able to focus all the faculties only in devotion to God. That shloka is said by Nalakubara Manigriva. See how important it is. It is shloka. See Vani Gunanukathane. My Vani should be always Anukathanam of the Gunas of Bhagavan. Kathana means talking. Guna means glorious qualities. भगवान की लीलाएं गुणों का उल्लेखन के लिए मैं वाणी शुड इन्वॉल्व ऑलवेज. Then Shravanau Kadhayam, the ears also only in his Nirguna and Saguna Katha. I have to listen, I have to use it. Then Hastaucha Karmasu, all the hands should be only in the Upasana and Karma of the Lord only we have to involve in. Manaha Tava Padayoho, let the mind be always meditating at the feet of the Lord. Then Manaha Tava Padayoho Naha. Uh, 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 mhm. Then Naha Smrutyam, my mind should be always remembering your feet only, our minds. Then Shiraha Tava Nivasa Jagat Praname, let all time our head be bent to your own abodes with humble devotion. This is what is we saw in the 28th chapter, Ellen Sarga. Even it is Ashvachandala, Gokhara, Brahmana, Pulka, Sastena, koi bhi ho, in all of them same Brahman, same Paramatma is there. In that way, do Sashtanga. Didn't Bhagavan say? उद्धव जी को कहना सेम थिंग दे आर आस्किंग कि शिरः तव निवास जगत प्रणामे दृष्टि ही सताम दर्शने अस्तु भवत्तनूनाम those satpurushas whose hearts are your place of abode, your place of stay, let our eyes be always in the darshan of them. भक्त संत महात्मा जो आपके निवास स्थान है उनके दर्शन में हमारे आंख हमेशा दृष्टि हमेशा रहे. सो वाणी गुणान कथन श्रवण कथा में, हस्त उपासना में, मन भगवान के चरण के स्मरण में, शिर भगवान के निवास स्थान के प्रणाम में, और दृष्टि संत महात्माओं के दर्शन में रह जाए हमारा. ओ लॉर्ड प्लीज ब्लेस. See, Bhagavan has blessed you. I know you are this. And see, Yat Shri Madandayoho Vagbihi Vibramshaha Anugraha Kritaha. You are Madanda because of your Lakshmi and all. You are very powerful. Kubera ke putra Shiva ke anuchar. So you never cared when Naradji came. So to remove that Mada Andakara, you are cursed by the Narada, but that also Anugraha only. Therefore, sadhunam samachittanam sutaram matkrutatmanam darshanat naha bhaved bandha pumsaha akshnoho savitur yatha. So when the sadhus, mahatmas darshana is done, the bandhana goes away. So Naraji not cursed and gave bandhanam. They were already in the Srimada and the bandha. They were blindfolded in that bondage they were because of the arrogance of their position. So on the name of the curse, Naraji's darshana blessed them only. They are very great people. But then they were in that intoxicated mood. For a few minutes they lost sight. But such a great position fellows can't afford to do mistake even little. Like the Indian ambassadors. Those are high profile post people. Little one wrong sentence also if they utter, it affects the entire global relations of the nations. Is it not? How careful, even in a party may. Somebody says something, if it is not very unambiguous and clear, if there is ambiguity, chance is given for the oppositions and others, for pointing out the things. The other day, some of the person said, I don't want to quote all that, it is all recorded. See, it is such a word which carries loads of possibilities of interpretations which damages the interest. We have to be very careful. As greater, bigger we are, so careful we have to be. So you are such a great children of Kubera, he is a Lokapalaka hai. रुद्र के अनुचर है आप वहाँ कैलाश में उनके सेवा में. ऐसे you, how can you do mistake of neglecting Naradji? That's the only mistake they did. They didn't get up or care or address themselves like that when Naradji came. That was enough. Naradji, देह आदत हो गया तुमको, आप go and become tree. They went on doing that tapasya of Bhagavad Chintanam. Then with this discussion or their stuti, you can know that they are no more in their तादात्म्य स्थिति. अब भगवान का दर्शन हो गया, भगवान का डेली दर्शन कर रहे हैं, अभी अनुग्रह हो गया, then that is different life. You and I also, in our sadhana also we are childlike, in our shravanam also we are childlike, in our upasana prarthana also childlike. Therefore, the blessings are also at that level. But when we become Gambhira on that, on all these fronts, Krupa will come. When the Krupa comes, our Anubhuti and life also will be of higher level. We're always in the Tattva Chintana, Brahma Chintana, Ishvara Upasana, Loka Kalyana, Dharma Nirvana. Other than that, we are not any, even a thought also will not come to us of anything else. May we all seek that state of maturity. May all our these listenings, understandings, sadhanas take us to that higher level, which helps our own redemption for us, which allows the Lord to use us as His instrument. So, it's a very powerful, very good portion this is. Many people just जैसे कि भगवान ने दोनों पेड़ों को तोड़कर उनको अनुग्रहित किया. But only when you study the original Bhagavatam, you know how many things are there in that, how many stories are there in that, how many of the aspects are there in that. Therefore, he says, Tad gachatam atparamau nalakubara sadhanam. So go to your own abode. Sanjata mai vavaha. You have fully developed your devotion to me, which was ipsitaha, paramaha, abhavaha. Your devotion towards me, then your swarupa anubhuti, both are desired by you, you will get it. Naraji while cursing said that also, ultimately, he will be वृत्ते स्वर्लोकतांबूय लब्ध भक्ति भविष्यतः. You will have the bhakti fully by God's grace. Go and do your tapasya. In fact, one thing right from beginning we must know. Nobody is telling us कि whether we are in sukha or dukha, both are facilities for our sadhana. दोनों स्थितियों में हमें जो भी परिस्थितियां उसमें साधना करना है. Sadhanas are only two, detaching from the upadhis and attaching ourselves to the nirupadhika atma tattva. चाहे सुख में हो या दुख में हो, वही करते रहना हमको. This lesson if we learn, then sukha dukkha neither will touch us, nor we involve in doing those bhava punya which give us sukha dukkha samsara continuously. Somehow, this crucial thought should become basis for our life conduction. Important thoughts, whether sukha ho ya dukha ho. In both cases, my point is doing sadhana only. They were in sukha, instead of doing sadhana, they forgot, then they were cursed to become the tree. Now they are in the dukkha, but they did sadhana, therefore they reached God. सुख में दुख में दोनों में भगवान का स्मरण करो तो सुख दुख के पार हो जाते हैं. संसार मीन्स दुख सुख राहित्य आनंद स्थिति. So in this way, they did pranamya cha punah punah parikramya. See, same thing. Bharatji doing parikrama to Rama, Uddhavji doing parikrama to Krishna. Here also, the Nalakubar Maligurama doing parikrama to Krishna. So Krishna is chotu hai, but then he might have appeared to them and he spoke and again became like Balaka. They did parikrama to, but the Ulukhalam, still the Ulukhal is there. Because सारे नौटंकी अभी आना है ना. आमंत्र्य जगवतुर देशम उत्तरम. They went to the Uttar Desha of Alakapuri, their father's place. This is how such a great is this Bhagavatam, Dashama Skandha, Krishna Leelas, teaching us so many things. Now continue the great Leelas further off. Anybody comes to Krishna, they are blessed only. Nobody he sends without blessing. You know the stories which come tomorrow. Some but he came selling the fruits. Phala kharido. He went for fruit, but he has no money. Then he just put the hands, pal de do. Then she gave the phala. Do you have seen in our childhood? How many times I have seen? Maybe at least 100 times. This ice cream wale. उस समय छोटे छोटे और लकड़ी वाले आइसक्रीम होते थे. You know, they sell, they are not money कि सुबह से शाम तक करो तो 10 रुपए में. Some children, when they are poor or anything, seeking the ice cream, not a big one, but सबसे छोटा वाला at least, they take out the ice cream and give. चना बेचने वाले, हाउ मेनी टाइम में वो कागज में इतने चना डाल के और हाथ में ही दे यूज्ड टू गिव द गरीब चिल्ड्रन. दे जनरस, देर ऑल दोज डेज. आजकल तो पहले पैसे एक बार फिर हमको आपको दे देंगे, नहीं तो नहीं. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स वी हैव सीन दैट काइंडनेस. कभी कभी डांट कर भी देते थे. कोई छोटा सा शॉप में जाते ना, वो नथिंग है, तो दोज लड्डूज मेड अप ऑफ दी चने का दाल होते थे. वो ही विल गिव वन, डांट करे, तुम आना नहीं दोबारा करके, बट ही टू गिव वन और टू. हाउ दोज डेज वर ग्रेट, यू नो. दे वर कंसर्न्ड फॉर द ह्यूमन लाइफ, नॉट ओनली फॉर द मनी. दे हैड भक्ति इन लॉर्ड. देना है तो भगवान दे देंगे. दिस इज हाउ दैट फ्रूट्स लेडी गिव्स फ्रूट. अब देखो फल देकर वो घर गई, खोल के देखा अपनी पोतली और दैट बास्केट filled with all the ratna vajra vaiduri. He gives. You understand? These are the leelas of Lord. We will see it in the next 11th one. कि फलार्थी धान्यमादाय यौ सर्वफलप्रदाः. See फलविक्रणीतस्य then फलै पूरयत् रत्नैः फलभाण्डम् अपूरिच. That Falabhandam is filled with all the Ratna and Vaidurya. See, please let us go beyond what we see only through Charma Chakshus. Let us come to the level of visualizing the world as envisaged by the Shastras, as told by the Gurus. Let us develop that Drushti, not continue the Samsara Drushti, nor the Drushti given by the Samsarins others. The drishti of Bhagavan's presence, drishti of Bhagavad Kripa, Bhagavad Anugraha, all of them are very, very essential. So, this is how it is. Today, that Nalakuva story was so interesting. I thought we will go into that. We have seen it. Now we will see our conclusion of 29th chapter. Thank you. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Bhagawata Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Suta Sharanam Mama, Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Narada Sharanam Mama, Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Swarge Satye Chagailase Vaikunte Nasteyam Rasaha Atapibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchada Garheshita Srimad Bhagavatam Purana Tilakam Yadvaishnavana Andhanam Yasmin Paramahamsameva Mamalam Jnanam Param Giyate Yatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahitam Naishkarmyamaviskrutam Tatsrunvan Prapatan Vicharanavaraha Bhaktya Vimuchenaraha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktir Hitva Nedaropam Swarupena Vyavastitihi Atha Ekonatrimshodhyayah. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Gacchodhava Mayadishtaha Vadaryakyam Mama Ashramam Tatra Matpadatirtho De Snanopasparshanaihi Shuchihi Ikshaya Lakhanandaya Viduta Shesha Kalmashaha Vasano Valkalanyanga Vanyabhok Sukha Nispruhaha तितिक्षुर्द्वन्द्वमात्राणां सुशीलः संयतेन्द्रियः शान्तः समाहितधिया ज्ञानविज्ञानसंयुतः मत्तोऽनुशिक्षितं यत्ते विविक्तमनुभावयन् मय्यावेशितवाक्चित्तः मद्धर्मनिरतो भव अतिव्रज्य गतिस्तिस्रः मामेष्यसि ततः परम् अतिव्रज्य गतिस्तिस्रः मामेष्यसि ततः परम् श्रीशुक उवाच स एव मुक्तो हरिमेधसोद्धवः प्रदक्षिणं तं परिसृत्य पादयोः शिरोनिधायाश्रुकणाभिरार्द्रधीः न्यषिञ्चदद्वन्द्वपरोऽप्यपक्रमे सुदुस्त्यजस्नेहवियोगकातरः न शक्नुवन्स्तं परिभातुमातुरः कृच्छ्रम्ययौ मूर्धनि भर्तृपादुके बिभ्रन्नमस्कृत्य ययौ पुनः पुनः ततस्तमन्तरहृदि सन्निवेश्य गतो महाभागवतो विशालां यथोपदिष्टां जगदेकबन्धुना तव समास्ताय हरेरगाद्गतिं यैतदानन्दसमुद्रसम्भृतं ज्ञानामृतं भागवताय भाषितं कृष्णेन योगेश्वर सेविताङ्घ्रिणा सच्छ्रद्धया सेव्य जगद्विमुच्यते भवभयमपहन्तुं ज्ञानविज्ञानसारं निगमकृदुपजहरे भृङ्गवद्वेदसारम् अमृतमुदधितश्चापाययत् भृत्यवर्गान् पुरुषं ऋषभम् आद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञन्नतोऽस्मि पुरुषं ऋषभम् आद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञन्नतोऽस्मि इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। How many anugrahas of how many rishis, munis, gurus are on us that we are able to study. So holy heart may in our own heart salute to Brahma Tattva, to the Shruti Mata, to entire Bhagavad Acharya Parambara, entire avatars of Bhagavata and otherwise, all the Maha Bhaktas, Rishis, Munis of Bhagavata, and the Gurus who are blessing us in every life, and all the Gurus have blessed us in this life, and those who are silently blessing us. With their Kripa only, we are able to be on this beautiful path of spirituality. Now, how many things here we have to learn from each of the shlokas and chapters of every of this skandha. All Puranas are like that only. But in this time, Bhagavad Purana is made more famous by our acharyas. For it contains 10 topics, unlike the 5 which are there in other Puranas. Puranam Panchalakshanam, Panchalakshanam. But this is Dashalakshanam. So we are becoming famous, familiar with that. Otherwise, in every of the Purana, these are the things are there. Now, what we learn here is what? Aim at this. Key, how many ever number of lives it takes, let him take. But I will live in such a manner that I will become Uddhava. See? Where he is born at the time of Bhagavan's avatara, Sarupya, by nature and by birth only. Heart is filled with Ananya Bhakti and Sharanagati only to Krishna. And he had the blessings to eat the food given by Krishna, wear the clothes given by Krishna, always doing upasana of Krishna, loved by Krishna, taken by Krishna as the Bhritya or Sevaka or Dasa, Bhakta, finally even as Sakha. We should aim at that. Uddhava like we have to become. Then Lord Krishna only come in our life or Krishna like any of the Guru. May he give us, see, like the 11th Skandha, 25 or 26 chapters of every jnana regarding Paramatma and Anubhuti are given. May in our life we also get that Guru or Bhagavan himself to teach all that. And let us again continue like Uddhava to receive all knowledge given as Uddhavji did. Is it not? Good desire, no? कभी मन में तो कोई ख्याल विचार आते रहते ना, मुझे वहां जाना, इधर जाना, वो पाना, ये पाना, वो करना, ये करना, वो बनना, ये बनना, तो गोइंग ऑन हैपनिंग इन अस. आज जब हो ही रहा है, can't we put little extra efforts of wanting to become like Uddhava. Is it not? Focus on that. द पुराणों का उद्देश्य यही है, सत्संगों का उद्देश्य वही है कि ये सारे पात्र आए होते, जो पात्र कहते हैं कैरेक्टर्स, दे बिकम आदर्श फॉर अस. आदर्श इज मिरर. We look at mirror to set ourselves. So too, these are all the patras who are adarsha. Looking at them, we also get inspired to live life like that, mold ourselves like that. These Dhruvas, these Prahladas, this Krishna, this Parikshit, this Prithuraja, Narada. They are all such an exemplary characters, inspiring us, if we take inspiration, to mold ourselves to become nobler day by day. There should be urge in us. There will be a continuous, constant restlessness in us to do sadhana, which is healthy. Always the effort should happen in us. कोई भी क्षण बिना साधना का होना ही नहीं चाहिए. ऐसे बैठ ही नहीं रहना. The sankalpa to become so and so great bhakta, then to achieve that sankalpa, what is to be done? Keep on doing it. If that stage is already crossed, you have really become jignasu in yourself, then the Guru in front of you, teaching the Atmavoda, Atmavoda, Upanishad and Brahmajnanam, then receive it perfectly, contemplate on it, digest it, meditate on it, realize the truth that is said there. उद्धव जी के तरह मेरे को तो लगता है उद्धव जी की तरह वो बनना है भाई, कुछ एक जन्म में कम से कम. उद्धव के प्रमाण निरहंकार, निस्वार्थ, निर्ममत्व टुवर्ड्स एनीथिंग, एंड कृष्ण शरण, निरंतर कृष्ण शरण. See, we all, how much of Upanishad Purana study, still our Krishna Sharana is only some time of the day. When you do Sri Krishna Sharana Mama, or maybe listen Bhagavad, etc. ऐसा नहीं. All the day to the core of our heart completely. We have to be Krishna Sharanagata, Krishna Bhakta. ये उद्धव जी है, ये all those gopikas. This is what Narada. To learn from them, to get inspired from them only, we are studying. Stop that regular professional satsangi lakshana of just coming and listening without doing anything, without changing ourselves. I also, not a regular professional speaker. I must also change from within. Else, we are not doing justice to Krupa shown by Bhagavan. We are not receiving it. The very many people, professional, they listen. Through the TV, they browse, and every Mahatma's lecture, they listen. They are doing at least some good thing. They are not doing bad. But then, genuinity, sincerity कितना है, हमको वो होना है अगले पड़ाव पे. So may we all be that way, inspired by every qualities of these Bharatas, these Lakshmanas, these here, our Parikshitji, Shukadev, our great Uddhavji, etc. So here we have seen all that. Now, anyway, he'll have to go on the order of Lord to Badrinath. That way, each one of us also have to go. It's not here going away from the Lord point. The point is staying all alone by yourself. To work within, to transcend upadhis, to reach innermost core, the self. यहाँ उद्धव जी वास विद इस कृष्णा, वो कृष्ण से उनको दूर जाना पड़ा. हमको अपने गुरु से या अपने जो भी उपदेशक आचार्य हैं या जिनके साथ हम अटैच्ड है, उनसे हमको एक दिन आना आएगा ही दूर जाकर. वी हैव टू सिट फॉर आवर ओन मेडिटेशन. सो उद्धव फेल्ट ऑल दैट पेन, pangs of separation. Here what we can translate as Uddhava's most divine devotion, which made him impossible to leave God in our life, is what? Our sense of security wherever we are. छोड़कर जाना नहीं चाहता. He was very secured in having Bhagavan's darshan. Always safe. मजा भी आ रहा है वो. We may not have Bhagavan, but we have this homely security, our own children, grandchildren security, many other comforts we are. They are good but they don't allow us to rise above the Jiva Deha Bhavana. So उस comfort zone से बाहर आना is equal to Uddhava with all difficulty leaving Lord Krishna and going to the Badrinath. No, he is not afraid of Badrinath. यार कहाँ भेज रहे हो? द्वारका में इतना बढ़िया atmosphere is good. So many people to look at and family friends and they do seva all that. इतना अच्छा छोड़कर I have to go to Badri and do tapasya. No. He himself was willing for that. He only asked for the Upadesha. Bhagavan gave. अकलमंद वाले पहले मेंटली प्रिपेयर होकर गुरु को पूछना चाहिए, महाराज साधना बताओ, नहीं तो ऐसे ही होगा, महाराज बताओ, यही से जा सब छोड़कर जंगल जाओ या पहाड़ जाओ, अरे यार मैंने ऐसे पूछा, यू आर टेलिंग मी. एंड मेनी पीपल डू दैट ओनली, मजाक के वास्ते दे आस्क दी साधना. बेचारा गुरु सिंसियरली ही गिव्स एंड दैट दे कांट डू. देयरफॉर दो गुरु को भी उनके दिए हुआ साधना को भी तेरा तुझको अर्पण दे दो एंड दे गो बैक एज संसारी. Interesting, this world is very nice cartoon. But Uddhava is not like that. As Bhagavan said, it will follow only. And for you and me, comfort zone से हमको बाहर आना है. Clear? Now, he says here, one important thing is what? Tataha tam antar hrudi sanniveshya. This is what, whenever whichever the temple we go, na, that Bhagavan's मूर्ति को पहले हम ना प्रदक्षिणा करेंगे, खड़े होएंगे, see the puja and all. While the pujari is doing, our drishti on the entire the Lord as well as the puja prakriya, then keep that Lord in the hridaya. Same temple, go and sit in corner, secluded place, some place undisturbed, sit for 10-20 minutes. And what that pujari did there in the murti, same murti in the heart, you are the pujari, you have to do puja. Same Lord take home and put him only in your own puja mandir, unka puja kar. Therefore, Bhagavan's रूपा should be in our heart for the upasana. वो आए नहीं हमको, इसलिए अंदर का उपासना नहीं हो रहा है. Therefore, the kama krodha are vijrumbhita. If really Lord is made to sit in our heart, we do nirantara puja to him. Where is the chance for the mana to project the desires, passions and all? For us, the Lord is in puja mandir or in the mandir somewhere. We are very comfortable seekers. We are not seekers actually. We are good people. Good person need not be a seeker. We don't harm anyone. That much goodness we have come up to. I hope so. But not harming anyone, not being a good is not being seeker. Seeker is putting extra special efforts to put the Lord in the hridaya. Daily, all the time is doing upasana to that Lord. आज ये सब किया ही नहीं, हम कहते हैं फिर हमारे क्लिष्ट वृत्तियां निकल जाए, अक्लिष्ट वृत्तियां बढ़ जाए, साधना हो जाए. कैसा हो जाए? करो तो बिना रोते रोते नौकरी नहीं आता ना, पढ़ो तो नौकरी मिलेगा. रोते रोते तनख्वाह नहीं आता, नौकरी करो तो तनख्वाह होता है. रोते रोते पैसे नहीं बचते, बचाओ तो पैसे बचते. We are of two types, either don't work or we cry. Both are the Sudra Lakshanas, Tamoguna Lakshanas they are. These are all nonsense. भगवान की कृपा नहीं हो रही मेरे ऊपर, इसलिए मैं साधक नहीं बन रहा हूँ. इनको ना एक हथौड़ा लेकर पीटना चाहिए. इससे ज्यादा और क्या है? भगवान ग्रेस दैट इज गिविंग अस क्लासेस रेगुलरली, इज इंस्पायरिंग अस. भैंस के सामने बीन बजाने की तरह भैया. We have to become in this way sensitive. So this sentence is tata tam antar hrudi sanniveshya. He doesn't want to take a chance. He made Lord seated in the hridaya so that hridaya ka sthan aur kisi ko nahi. Beautiful, no? How important is that? If we can as early as possible make the Lord seated in our heart permanently and put a board outside, no vacancy for anybody. Because it is occupied, the Lord is there. The hotel rooms and all, they would occupancy, vacancy, they put it. So 200 rooms are there, 160 occupied, 40 vacancy. Peak season mein, no vacancy please. Book 4 days before, 5 days before. Our heart should never be vacant for any dushta gunas or rakshasas to enter. It should be always booked, filled for the Lord, reserved was. तथा तम अंतर हृदय सन्निवेश. बस भगवान को बिठाया. अरे he is such a, he will take care wherever I go. That is what he is. That's the power of faith and power of prayers and power of blessings. शतस्तमंतर्हृदय सन्निवेश्य भगवान का. So this looks to be simple, but most important is this only. He has made the Lord seated in his heart and taking him with him. So far, you are seeing the Lord in that physical avatar Rupa. Now the same Bhagavan is in your own Hridaya with Shraddha. Antarupasana karne ke liye. Then that Maha Bhagavatodhava Gataha Vishalam, he went to that Vishala Nagari, Badrinath. Then what did he do? Yathopadishtam Jagadeka Bandhuna Tapassamasthayaya. That Jagad Eka Bandhu, see the beautiful word used for Lord Krishna by SHUKADEVJI, the one and only Bandhu of the entire Jagat. No other person can be Bandhu. Who is Bandhu? Like in Ganapati Stotra, the Marathi people sing, Sukha Karta, Dukha Harta, Vancha Vignachi. I don't know, Uskidala. Bandhu is Sukha Karta, Dukha Harta. Not the other way around. Sukha Harta and Dukha Karta. They are called children. They give all the Dukha and take away all the Sukha. Is it not? Rula ke chodte. If some people are unlucky, then their children are obedient and they don't come to class. So, Bhagavan is Sukha Karta and Dukha Harta. And he is the only one. Because he is the only one who has capacity to withdraw the Maya with which the Dukkha is harit ho gaya. Then he is the one who has got all the Shaktis, Anugrahas to give Sukha Karanam. So Dukkha Nivaraka, Sukha Dagaka, only Bhagavan, he cannot, nobody else can be. Therefore, for everybody in the Jagat, Eka Bandhu is Narayana only. How important is this thought? This we have to become stronger in. Only Eka Bandhu is not sentiment, not an emotion, not an obligation, not a, formality ke liye chalo kar hi rahe hum, keh rahe ki aap Eka Bandhu. No, it's a fact. Like Satyam Brahma, Jnanam Brahma, Ananda Brahma is not a formality. Is not an obligation. It is not, chal theek hai, Brahma ko bole. Yaar, it's a fact. Brahman alone is Satyam. Other than him, everything is Asatyam only. Everything is Vikari, modifying. How can it be Satyam? Unmodified, Brahman alone is Satyam. It is in your own self. As much it is so there, here also, Jagadeka Bandhu is not the title we give to the Lord to make him happy feel. Chal theek hai, kam se kam log maan rahe mere bandhu. No. He is that, he alone is that, he cannot be other than that. Because he is capable. Therefore, become devoted only to the God. Because he is only Jagadeka Bandhu, remover of all dukkha, remover of all dukkha, giver of all the sukha. Then all dukkhas will go away only when the ajnana goes away. So therefore, God gives the jnanam and removes the dukkha with mula karana permanently. That way is real Jagadeka Bandhu. His bandhutva we have utilized. छोटे छोटे दुखों को दूर करा के छोटे छोटे सुख पाना, we have not utilized the bandhutva of the Lord. On the other hand, seeking from him the Brahmajnanam and removing the avidya of aham jivasmi dehasmi, we are fully benefited by that bandhu. Uddhavji did that, Arjuna did that, Parikshit did that. वो अपने एक बंधु भगवान से ना भरपूर फायदा उठाए, ज्ञान पाकर मुक्ति पाया वो लोग. बाकी बार बार भिखारी नहीं बने जगत के सामने, सुख दे दो करके. सो जगदेक वंदना यथा उपदिष्टाम, as the upadesha given by him, tapah samyak asthaya, he has done very well that tapasadhana. Systematically all that. I don't know how many times we have to study Bhagavata or do homework to make the sequence of sadhanas very clearly understandable in our heart. Then starting them one by one. Even that also is Suddha Sattva-guna Lakshana. Up to listening we come, but not going and doing homework to make the sequence of sadhanas is, we are still in the tamas and rajas. And the tamas is saying, I am tired, exhausted. Rajas is saying, chalo take thoda खाना खाए, टीवी देखे और सो जाए. फिर क्या होगा? जो सुना है स्वामी जी से, फिर से कल बोलेंगे, फिर कल सुनेंगे, फिर भूल जाएंगे. So that he is given a chance every day to talk. That way we both are cheating each other. I cheat myself by teaching you. You cheat yourself by listening. Interesting है कि यही इसी को माया बोलते हैं. Hey Bhagavan, please pull us out of this Maya. We can see by effecting this Maya on us how much you are laughing and giggling and enjoying. It's like seeing a cartoon. But enough of your enjoyment. Please make us go beyond Maya. Make us sincere regarding the study of Shastra. May we convincingly understand sequence of sadhanas. May we committedly do the sadhanas. Hey Bhagwan, please bless us. मैं प्रे कर रहा हूँ मेरे लिए, आप भी अपने लिए करो. So the main point is this only. How much Krishna taught is very good from Krishna's side, but how much Uddhava received and practiced and reached, that is more crucial from Uddhava's side. We are in Uddhava's case category, not in Krishna's category. हम तो उद्धव के तेरह संसारी जीव है ना, तो हमको भगवान ने क्या दिया से ज्यादा हमने क्या लिया, हमने क्या किया, उसके ऊपर ज्यादा दृष्टि देनी. So he has taken all that. He remembered the Lord's form in his heart. He went to Badri as told. He did tapa as told by Lord. Hare Gati Magathu. He reached to the Hari's Ekata Anubhuti. Oneness with Lord Krishna in the Brahma Anubhuti Sthiti he reached. Now I think we have to listen more and more. This is a crucial time for us about the Brahma Tattva so much that our hearts are soaked only with that thought throughout the day. So that Brahma Jnanam theoretical should become obvious to us, and making practical this Brahma Jnanam on the seat of meditation should be the only occupation to us till we reach to that. This also again Sankalpa and Prarthana. Nowadays every day we are making Sankalpa and Prarthana because He alone can bless us by removing Maya, putting us on sadhana. The one who brought us up to listening to Shastra alone can empower us with right understanding, commitments to do actually sadhana more and more and reach Him. Therefore, the prayers every day. Ho gaya. Now comes this last slokas to in this sloka 48, penultimate, last but one. Here, Bhagavata Mahima is told. Chant the shloka so beautiful. Ya etadananda samudra samhrutam jnanamrutam bhagavataya bhashitam krishnena yogeshwara sevitangrina satsraddhaya sevya jagat vimuchyate. So simple. Bhagavan Krishna gave the essence of knowledge of all Shastras. Whoever practices it, they will get to their experience of the self and get liberated. In this way, in 10 seconds also, we can finish talking on that shlokas. But when you do the Vishleshana on every pada of the shloka and get the rasaswadana of that, of avagahana or understanding, then we are not only listening or studying or listening or browsing through, but we are called as true students of the Upanishad. Study of the Upanishad is happening. Upanishad, sorry, Bhagavat ka adhyanam karne wale hum banenge. So yesterday we talked about the first and last lines. In between wala we have to talk. What is that? Yaha, whoever, Sat Shraddhaya. Sat means true. Sat means pure. Sat means never diminishing or fading. Sat means ever staying. Shraddha. Again, Sat Shraddhaya means Shraddha in Sadvastu. Shraddha in Sadguru. Shraddha in Sadguru Upadeshita Sadupadesha. This is called the meaning of Sat Shraddhaya. फर्स्ट सत श्रद्धा मीन्स श्रद्धा के दृष्टि से देखो तो वो श्रद्धा जो है, वो श्रद्धा जो घटता नहीं, वो श्रद्धा जो हमेशा बढ़ता रहेगा. दैट इज द श्रद्धा इज द वर्ड, सत इज एन एडजेक्टिव फॉर इट. Okay, Sat Shraddhaya. From the Sat standpoint, who has got the full belief in the Sadvastu Paramatma, Sadguru, then Sadguru Datta Upadesha, and in that the Sat Sadhana to be done. The one who has got Shraddha. Here the Sat is the word and Shraddha is the adjective. Both ways you have to understand. Sat Shraddhaya. Sadvastu पे श्रद्धा या श्रद्धा वो सद्रूप है. Sat Shraddha, Satcha Shraddha. We all have Shraddha, but it is borrowed, tentative, conditional. As long as what desires I have fulfilled, I say I love Shraddha. Like all लौकिक प्रेम, जब तक फायदा होता है दोस्त दोस्त, बाद में नहीं फायदा हो रहा है तो छोड़ ही देते लोग. Or any better person you get, You just leave. You get a better guru than me, you leave me and go. स्वामी जी को अनाथ करके कितने लोग जाते रहते. अश्रद्धा. We don't care who comes or goes. We are reveling in God. Just we are sharing. But with Bhagavan, we have to have Shraddha. Sat Shraddha means Shraddha, which is Sat, means real. Shraddha, which is Sat, means eternal. Therefore, Shraddha, which is never conditional, which never diminishes. Sat Shraddha. Till the result comes. Second, Sat Shraddha means Shraddha on the Sadvastu, Paramatma. Shraddha on the Sat Shastra, which tells Paramatma. Shraddha on the Sat Guru, who tells us Shastra. Shraddha on the Sat Upadesha of the Guru, given by Guru. Sat Shraddhaya. ये वाले चीज क्रूशल होते हैं. ये दिखते नहीं है, दुकान में मिलते नहीं. ये है अगेन when we again seek the Lord, pray to the Lord. Bhagavan, please bless me to have Shraddha in you. Hey Guru, please bless me to have Shraddha in you. Shruti Mata, may I have undaunted faith in you. In this way we have to ask. Then His Kripa से Shraddha आ जाता है. Shraddha. जे श्रद्धा संबल रहिता. ये श्रद्धा रूपी पॉकेट मनी नहीं है तो योर जर्नी ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी विल नेवर हैपन. तुलसीदास जी सेज, इज इट नॉट? रिमेंबर, श्रद्धा ही संबल है. संबल मीन्स एन रूट एक्सपेंसेस. इफ यू डोंट हैव एक्सपेंसेस एन रूट, देन एवरीवेयर यू विल सफर ओनली. श्रद्धा नहीं तो भटकते रहते हैं, इरेगुलर हो जाते हैं. यू नो, टिकता नहीं मन. पहले तो साधना करने वाले बात पे टिकना है. सेकंड, साधना में टिकना है. फर्स्ट वी हैव टू बी committed to do sadhana. Then while doing sadhana, without distraction, we have to be continuously doing sadhana. For both, what is required is Sat Shraddha. Sat Shraddhaya. And then Asevya. Asevya means Asamantat Sevya. Means पूरा जो भी भगवान ने कहा उन सारे साधनाओं को करना. That is the joy of life. Today, can you go to somebody's house as guest? When they offer all the food variety, eat all of them. You are also trupta, and that person who gave you is also trupta. Asevya, pura. So too, Bhagavan never said any sadhana because it is not required. Okay, all are required. Therefore, asevya, one meaning. Second, asevya means always means asamantat, means from all angles till the ultimate is reached. Therefore, asevya means जिस लक्ष्य उद्देश्य को लेकर ये सब बताए गए, and keeping what goal we are doing all that, till that is reached, we keep on doing. That's called asevya. So Sat Shraddha, Pakka Shraddha, that this sadhana will lead me to the sadhana, go siddhi, and doing that sadhana, asevya, till the goal is reached. Please remember, the goal indicated by Shastra of Paramatma Prapti is pakka there. Else, so many Shastras, so many Gurus, are they cheating us or what? Why do they cheat? What is the benefit they have? Same was the question in the morning by the Pakshi, the Pura Pakshi. He says, Tera Brahma hai nahi. Satyam Jnananandam ne asatya, jada और शांत को उखाड़ के लेके गया. No Brahma, he says. Guru Maharaj had to put so many languages there, so many logics and explanations to bring his attention. Why the difficulty to the disciple more than the Guru? Guru has difficulty only in explaining. Guru has no difficulty other regarding self because he is in that experience. The difficulty in the disciples is he wants to know the Brahman as he knows everything of the world. That way, if it is not known, he doesn't want to believe. Like any Nastik. Is it not? Every Nastik is a dikhao by manunga. Here also, Purva Pakshi is in that mood. He's still in doubt. He's not totally given up case, gone case, but फिर भी कैसे करे? Guru said, यार ये तो आत्मा है, इसको how can it be shown? How can it is explained? It is not an object. It is शुद्ध चैतन्य. It is अविकारी. अब इसको इन शब्दों के माध्यम से अपने अंदर आम के रूप में अनुभव करो. उसको ऐसा ही होता है वो. That's what we said, you know. This is where the biggest test होता है. Only those who are genuine, pure-hearted, totally dedicated to Guru Shastra, उनको ही ये इस junction में that conviction comes, that the understanding clicks. All others भटकेंगे, then they go back to worldliness. That is why in this Taittiriam, in the second volume, ending में अस्तित्वोपलब्धव्यः तत्वभावेन शोभयोः. Bhagavan asti asti karke from beginning, if you don't hold, no, even after reaching to a great sadhana, because Bhagavan is to be experienced as a subject, but you are objectively seeing him, he is not available, then you leave and go. Asti karke jana, then you will experience it. So, Sat Saddhaya Asevya Jagat Vimuchyate means from the Jagat of Jayate Gacchati Tishtati, the creation, dissolution, from all this drama, one gets liberated. Jagat means here Jivas. Jagat means any Jiva. Jagat means from the Jagat. Vimuchyate means permanently gets freed from the clutches of the bondage of this Jagat. Sat Saddhaya Asevya Jagat Vimuchyate. And then how to do, what to do, and of what we have to do is this one. What is that? Etad Ananda Samudra Samrutam Jnana Amrutam Bhagavataya Bhashitam Krishnena Yogeshwara Sevita Angrina. These are the 5 Shabdas. We have to lovingly study them. Today I thought I'll conclude, but somehow Nala Kubera Manigriva have taken our time. Mere हाथ में नहीं है वो. I'm happy that nothing happens what I expect. Nothing means साधना में नहीं, कुछ नहीं, जो ईश्वर चाहिए वही होएगा. आनंद. So these 5 words we'll understand tomorrow. You come, I can't help. And then also this last sloka wherein Bhagavan Krishna's glory is in. Bhava Bhayam Apahantum Jnana Vijnana Saram Nigama Krutupajahre Brungavad Veda Saram Amruta Mudidashchapayat Mrityavargan Purusham Rishabhamadhyam Krishna Sangnam Natosmi. Such a beautiful sloka there. So let us tomorrow enjoy these 2 thoroughly. Today I can take 5-10 minutes and do, but then pura trupti nahi hoga. Let us, after these 2 slokas, the chapter is over. The next chapter onwards, all the sad stories. Sad story in the sense, there's nothing much this way to joyfully study. Subject to hoga hi. We go on doing in 12th skandha. All of the talks about Viveka, Vairagya, Bhakti, Jnana only. But this wala, jaha Krishna teaching Uddhava learned from Krishna, this beautiful thing will end. So let's see tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya. Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sadgunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you. Let us do our Adhyatma Ramayana for some time. Sharanam Mama.